If you feed them, they will come.
It's our time with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, let's get creative.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Mayberry.
Today I'm going to show you how to draw birds at a bird feeder. Before we start, let's do our new paper exercise. Hold up your paper this direction and let's say together, horizontal, vertical. Horizontal, vertical. Today I'd like you to have your paper the vertical way when we draw. So let's get started. It's time to make some art. I have my paper turned the tall way, or vertical, and I'm just using a regular pencil to draw. First thing I want to draw is the bird feeder where they're sitting, and let's do that by drawing a curve that goes across the page like this. And you might want to do it kind of light because we'll erase part of it over here where the bird's tail is at, one of the bird's tails at. Okay, so this is the edge of the bird feeder, and sitting up on the edge there's a bird right here. So I'm going to start by drawing an oval. Looks like an egg sitting right here on the edge of the bird feeder. Okay, next I want to draw the bird's head. I'm going to put it right here. It might overlap or cover up part of the body. Just like that. See how you can see the second shape goes over the first shape that we made. So what I want to do is erase inside the head so that we don't see the line from that oval inside. That looks much better. Okay, next I want to draw, the bird's going to be looking around to make sure there's no cats or anything coming. And so I'm going to draw an eye right here. There's the outside, and here is the pupil. And you can put the pupil wherever you want to on the eye. I'm making him look this way. And then over here I want to draw the beak. So it's like a triangle. And then let's put a line down the middle of the triangle, just like this. Okay, next I want to draw the bird's wings. Make a curve around the body like this. And then the wing on the other side, we start here and curve around and go this way. And this bird is sitting on the edge, but it's gripping on with its toes. So we need to make, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 lines here for 1 foot. And 1, 2, 3. I said toes, but they're claws, or what they are. They're talons or claws. So he's holding on to the edge. Now you can't see his tail down here below. It's behind the feeder, so we don't draw that. Okay, next I'm going to draw the second bird inside of the feeder, and it's eating. So I'm going to start with the head this time. I want to make a circle here for the head. And then the body is going to be, we'll draw it sideways because he's leaning over to eat, or she. This could be a girl bird here. And because they're leaning over to eat, the beak is down here at the bottom. So I draw a triangle shape, or like a V, letter V down here at the bottom. It's good to have an eraser in case we make a mistake, because then we can erase it and do the drawing again. Let's go ahead and make a line down the middle of the beak like that. And next we're going to draw an eye right here, and this bird's looking down so they can see what they're eating. If you ever watched a bird eat, they peck at the food really quick, and then they sit back up to make sure nothing else is going to get them when they're eating. They don't want a cat to get them or something else. So they eat very quick. We just happen to see this one when it's going down to get the bird seed. Okay, next I want to put 2 legs here. This one's standing up inside the feeder. So 2 legs that go down just like this. And then we're going to draw in the front 1, 2, 3 lines, and then one that goes towards the back. 1, 2, 3, and you can curve them just a little bit. 3 in the front and 1 in the back. Okay, let's go back here and we'll draw a tail for the bird. I draw a line that goes up. Now this is where I was talking about. It's going to go over the edge of the bird feeder. So if it's light, the edge of the bird feeder is light, we'll be able to erase that inside the tail. You won't see it. And I'm going to start here on the body again, kind of close to the other line, but not real close. And it's going to go out wider like this, like a fan. And then we draw a line up here at the top, and I'm going to curve mine just a little bit. So that's the bird's tail. Now I'm going to erase inside of the tail, because we cannot see through the tail. It's not made out of glass, so we can't see through it. So we have to erase that part. One more thing this bird needs is a wing. We won't be able to see the wing on the other side of the body, so we'll draw the wing on this side of the body. I'm just going to make a line that curves back like this. And if you want, then you can also make some bumps right here on top like this. I made 1, 2, 3, maybe just a little line here. So this is the wing that's up folded against the bird's side while it's eating. Now, of course, what's the bird eating? Well, we need to make some bird seed, and you can make little dots. If you do, don't pound your pencil, just kind of press down and scratch a little bit, and you can make little pieces of bird seed. You could also draw a little pile of bird seed, maybe, if you'd like to do that. But if you just sit there and pound, that'll make a lot of noise, and it could tear up your pencil. You could break your pencil. So you just make little scratches with your pencil. And later you could do this with color. If you want to add color, you could use yellow or some other color, brown, and make bird seed that way. Okay, I'm going to make this line a little darker on the edge of the bird feeder here, now that it's where I want it to be. This bird feeder is just like a big dish that's sitting on top of a pole. Okay, I also want to make a line back here. This is going to be the skyline. Everything on top of this line, I think I'll make it a little bit lower so it doesn't go across the beak. Everything on top of this line is the sky, and everything down below this line is the ground. So when you color, if you want to color this in, you would color this part blue, and this part down here would be green for grass, or brown for dirt, but this would be the ground down here, and this is the sky up here. Let's make a few more birds. Wherever there's bird seed sitting out, a lot of times you get whole flocks of birds that come to eat. So we'll draw a couple more birds coming towards the bird feeder, and I'm just going to do that by drawing little kind of V shapes that are curved up here in the sky, and you can make them different sizes. If they're a little bit bigger, that means they're getting closer. If they're small, that means they're far away. So draw some birds in the sky. Okay, you can erase any of your mistakes and draw lines darker if you need to. And then if you'd like to color this in, that's something else you can do. And this is our project for today, birds at a bird feeder. If you like some art homework, teach someone else how to draw birds. Well, thank you for coming to art class, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayberry.
I wonder what would happen if I planted birdseed.